Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Well, it's been a little late coming, but look, let's now go back to the politics that has dominated today and the man who has dominated today, which is, of course, Nigel Farage. Here's Nick Watt's look at his role in the debate.
The man on the left called the referendum, but it is the man on the right who caused the referendum to be held after placing the idea of a UK exit from the EU firmly into the political mainstream.
Now, will the real David Cameron please stand up?
Despite his role in triggering the referendum, Nigel Farage has found his role downgraded after a rival Brexit group, Vote Leave, won the official designation. They believe he only appeals to a narrow section of the electorate, a view that may have been confirmed tonight after the UKIP leader became embroiled in aggressive encounters with voters.
You are anti-immigration. You use scaremongering and inflammatory comments in your campaign that have gone against people that look non-white. How are non-white British people going to stop facing discrimination about their identity and nationality in this country? That is what I really want to know.
I'm sorry.
You haven't addressed my concern.
If we have an Australian-style point system rather than an open door, actually, there is big support for this amongst the ethnic minorities in this country who know that actually our current open border policy is damaging all of our communities. And here's our chance, maybe our one and only chance as a nation to get a grip on this issue.
Imriel, thank you very much indeed for your question.
The Prime Minister also came under pressure on one of his weak spots, immigration.
I have no GP as all are full in my area. I can't get onto the housing ladder and have 3 kids in one room. The place where I grew up was a lovely area, but is now a no-go zone. How is the EU and uncontrolled immigration working for me, a 40-year-old Brit who has been working full-time since the age of 16?
Well, what I'd say is I think there are good ways of controlling immigration, and I think there are bad ways of controlling immigration. A good way is what I just explained, of saying that people can come here, they can work, they can contribute, but they have to pay in before they get out.
They were difficult encounters for both leaders, but they will have left as reasonably happy men. The Prime Minister avoided debating fellow Tories, and Nigel Farage returned to centre stage. He regards that as his rightful place because he says it is his ideas that are driving the Leave campaign.
Vote Leave say that you are toxic. The people who, the official campaign on your side, say you are toxic.
Well, yes, and that's why they don't want me in the campaign. They have no comprehension of how to fight a proper election campaign. Just because they followed my lead on understanding that open borders, the effects of mass migration on ordinary people, now they followed my lead, we're actually beginning to win in this referendum.
The Remain campaign, which is having a bit of a bumpy ride, agree. They say that their opponents in the official Vote Leave campaign are being controlled, whether they like it or not, by a hidden hand. One senior Remain strategist has likened the influence of the UKIP leader to the dark but largely unseen figure of Kaiser Soze in the hit 1990s film The Usual Suspects.
Some people in the Remain camp are saying that you are the Kaiser Soze of this campaign. You are the invisible dark force who is actually running the Vote Leave campaign.
Well, to be compared to Peter Mandelson is a high compliment, I'm sure.
With Farage, described him as a mix. Although the Vote Leave campaign have pinched most of his ideas, they are keeping their distance from the UKIP leader because they believe he repels swing voters. The official Vote Leave campaign hope that Nigel Farage will go the way of Kaiser Soze.
He mentioned Kaiser Soze.
But the UKIP leader and the Remain campaign hope to upend the film and ensure he keeps his role in the referendum movie.
Nick Watt there with his take on tonight's debate and Nigel Farage's place in the campaign.